Morning.
And I call this public hearing on the proposed 2025 budget to order. It is Thursday, September 5th. 2024. It is 8:30 and we are in the district courtroom in the Aransas County Courthouse. Roll call.
Commissioner Cheney,
Here.
Commissioner Catchline, Commissioner Russo.
Here.
Commissioner Dubnik,
Here.
Judge Gus.
Here. We've got 4 members of the court, we've got a quorum. And 3 items for deliberation or action. We'll take public comments. Public comments will be taken regarding the proposed Aransas County 2025 budget. Do we have anybody to sign up
No, sir.
online?
No, sir.
What are you talking about? Do you want them to talk about?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you don't have mics that.
Well, this, I think they said this is.
Okay. Oh.
We just are proposing, there is a new change in the fund balance, excuse me. Leaving a little over 5.8 million in the unreserved fund balance, and the change, it did change to a deficit of 444,000. Oh, I can't see, 671,100.
And what was the change?
It was the increases of both constables.
Oh,
We
okay.
went ahead with the salary agreements, we increased
How much of an increase?
precinct 2.
Oh, not, but how much of the difference is it, 400,000?
It
I'm not
is,
getting that big of a.
No, that's the total of that, it was 400 and. Something like that, it just increased it by about $26,000, I believe.
25,000, yeah.
Yeah, but 420, 4,275 original.
Didn't say 400,000, I'll go get a constable.
that's just the total of our deficit.
Anticipating, I mean, if we're,
What was our deficit last year?
right at 500,
The year before that? About 750.
over 3 million.
Yeah. But-
That was the year that we budgeted to go into fund balance a lot.
So, in effect, really, we're, even though the numbers are different, every year we seem to be cutting down on the deficit. So that, to me, that indicates progress.
Yes, we have cut down on the amount that was going into the fund balance. That is because commissioners have been proactive and have proposed the tax increases that are needed to fund the budget. Unfortunately, one year that we didn't do any is when we proposed to reduce the fund balance by over $3 million, and that hurts.
Yeah.
You have to have the increase to pay for all of the increases that we have. I mean, all of our products are going up just like everybody else's, so.
Well, and that's a lot of things that people just really don't understand, you know. County is probably the least stagnant of all of the governmental entities that we have, because things change so much and it always affects us directly and almost immediately. So we have to, there's so many things that are coming up to, every time the legislature meets, you know, it costs us money.
Well, and if people don't understand, you know, when they see their gas prices go up and they see their material going up, and I mean, it happens to the county too. I mean, it's not just the citizens that see it. I mean, it affects the county just as much. Ours aren't bound and
Well, you know, it's just like in my business, I used to get hard bids, and you can't do that anymore. Just cannot do it.
Well, I think, didn't you or someone give information about what the change in our insurance had been
Oh, yeah.
just over the last few years?
Yeah,
Okay.
we did a study on that, and it was astronomical, and it's gonna be more next year. I mean, we're looking at a very big change because right now, the property that we have insured, and I know this is kind of, it's a public hearing and we're kind of discussing this, But our insurance, we're insuring about $36 million in property. When we get that courthouse, we're doubling our value that we're insuring.
Of our assets.
So we can just about anticipate it's gonna be a double in premium.
And I'll mention that the TWIA board went ahead, even with all of the opposition to the 10% rate hike, and approved a 10% rate hike, and that's going to be decided sometime in October. So Representative Hunter has asked for everyone to sort of present their information. So I'm going to send our resolution to the Department of Insurance, along with a letter to the court clerk. And then there are 2 meetings scheduled. One's in Galveston, I think the last Monday in September, and then there's one in Corpus Christi, maybe on the 27th.
I think it's 27.
And so if anyone's interested in attending or getting someone to attend to speak against that rate hike, would be a good thing. Maybe put that on our website, those tickets.
I spoke, time before last, in front of TWIA. I was the very last speaker, to oppose it. And after it's all over and done with, the statement was made that, Corpus Christi was not well attended by the other areas that were affected because, and as Commissioner Russo said, really need to go to both meetings. And you need to go up there and make a statement. They've got to go, I mean, they've got to go outside, and they've got to, but not as much as they want. And, so I think we really need to, back, Todd Hunter and what he's doing, because, I mean, he stood up in front of the TWIA board. Whenever I was there, I couldn't make this meeting, but whenever I was there, he stood up and basically just gave them the right. It was correct. Every bit of it was correct. And consequently, at that point, we didn't give an increase. We're doing an increase, but not much.
I think we need to have our insurance like the other parts of Texas, where we just pay property insurance and not all the others. What are you gonna say?
I just want to note again that the deficit is 444,000. Since we are in a couple of lawsuits, we're suing, insurance lawsuits, we're suing, and we're being sued. I've had to add another 250,000 to that line item for a total of 500,000 to pay lawyers. And so that deficit, that's contributing to that. Had it not been for those lawsuits, I mean, we'd be really close to being balanced.
Oh, that's discouraging.
Get something done.
No, but it puts it in perspective. So thank you for that information.
We also didn't anticipate having to pay rent still, so we're gonna have to do that.
Or building out all of the new leased spaces. Which I'm glad that the facilities department can do that, but we're still having to pay for that.
And that also prevents, other entities from being able to use those facilities where we could get revenue from them. But, you know, this has been a really unusual thing, and I really wanna, I know this is a budget meeting, and I think it's what, because this county has really buckled down and, under Judge Garza's leadership and Commissioner's Court and all the department heads, and everything else. I mean, we really cut the budget about as much as you can cut it. I mean, have gone forward and we have a relatively large turnover rate compared to some industries, but compared to other counties and stuff, our turnover rate is not that bad. But it's because that we try to focus on our people assets and our people, which are our greatest asset. And I think the leadership that we have now in all departments across the county is good, really good. And sometimes nobody thinks about it, you know, I mean, it's hard here, seen it all, done it all and everything, and sometimes it's been good, sometimes it can't. You know, but we just have so many things to be glad to be thankful for. Rich and I were talking earlier today, said I don't always agree with what you say, but I always respect the fact that you're a commissioner and that you do your research and do everything that you need. And I think we as commissioners need to do that to each other, but we also need to do it to the department heads. And I'm remiss in doing that, but I want to tell you, I thank you. Because we could be a whole lot worse off, a lot worse off. And I think this is something, this is a positive budget as far as I'm concerned, even though the deficit's still there. Deficit's gonna always be there in some way.
All right. And now, item 2, announce date and time of Ramsey County 2025 budget will be adopted.
So, we are, adopting budget on September 9th at the regular Commissioners Court meeting starting at 9.
All right. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterly, Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dukenyak.
Aye.
Judge Sessions.
All right, at this, we've got a couple of minutes, we got 2 minutes.
We never
All right, it's 8:45. I call this public hearing on proposed 2024 tax rate to order. It is Thursday, September 5th, at 8:45, we're in the district courtroom in the Ramsey County Courthouse. Roll call.
Commissioner Cheney,
Here.
Commissioner Casterly, Commissioner Russo,
Here.
Commissioner Dukenyak.
Here.
and Judge Sessions.
Yes. Got 4 members of the board, we have a quorum. Items for deliberation, public comments will be taken on the proposed 2024 tax rate used to fund the 2025 budget. 2024 tax rate?
Yes.
Budget, okay.
Yes, that confuses a lot.
It confused me.
Brandon, but when I said it out loud, it's like, anybody sign up?
No.
Online? Yes.
Did you say yes or no?
Yes.
No, okay.
So you want me to read out the rate? Okay, so proposing to adopt a tax rate of 37 cents. It includes our county debt interest and sinking is 0.037548. Our mosquito control fund is funded with 0.0009. Our county M and O is going to be 0.283984. For Road and Bridge M and O is 0.039481. Our flood debt interest and sinking is 0.006118. And our flood M and O is 0.001969 to combine into that 37 cents.
What was the top one you said? The
The
county debt interest?
is 0.037548.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
So I received this in my box. Did y'all put this in there? Did you get one of these? I'm not sure.
I had one of those couple of weeks ago, maybe.
I'm just not sure who it's from. Is it- Okay,
Isn't the appraisal thing that I gave you?
no,
It looked like it from here, that's why I said, it looks similar to what I gave you the proposed.
I think it was a couple of weeks ago or something maybe, or something like that.
I don't remind you, I,
how many employees do you have?
8? I have 8,
Okay, so it's not from you then.
This is the appraisal.
not the
district
appraisal
budget.
district's budget.
No, it's not that.
Okay.
It just doesn't have a title on it, so I'm not sure exactly what it is.
Yes.
Maybe I thought that was a tax, I thought it was a tax. I mean, no, I don't know.
I think I just picked it up. Maybe it's been in my book.
Well,
Okay.
haven't seen that.
So it's some department apparently that has 11 employees. I don't. Maybe I wasn't even supposed to get.
Most of what department have like 5 minutes, on average, so.
But there's several words misspelled on here, like disbursements, bookkeeping.
How many attorneys have the biggest?
Yeah, they have about 14.
What's asking, we're gonna move the arcade for the bank support with this in the future.
Oh, but not Monday, right? Okay. I think Renee said that the people were working all over the holiday weekend. No getting off at 3:30 Friday afternoon, thank you. She didn't say that. I thought of that when I saw the note.
It started.
I know when they used to, when I was HR and they used to close early. Like, oh, okay, maybe I'll get out of here on regular time because I won't have people stopping by.
That's what I used to, that was for me. I could get out regular time if everybody left early.
Yeah, the one day when I really should have left early was the Thursday before Harvey. But you know, we were bagging everything up and getting stuff off the floor. The Cecil's office even decided they were gonna close until, I guess, like Thursday morning. So he was home at noon. He says, when are you coming home? I said, well, it's closing at 2. Because he hadn't boarded up. He didn't think we were gonna leave.
Well, we didn't board up till Thursday out ourselves.
Yeah, we boarded up Thursday.
That's, you know, they're talking about, I think I had put boards on the back side of the house, but not the front. And, cause I wanted to do this, you know, cause we met on the back side. And on the living room. But then after that night, picking up furniture, putting in the garage and moving all that.
Yeah.
Trying to get Beth out of there.
I told him Thursday afternoon, you know, when we decided we'd board up, but I was still at work. Because people didn't have, some people who worked here a long time, didn't have an ID. But they, like, especially the transfer station, mosquito control, some of the Broken Bridge guys, people who've been here for a long, long time. But you had to have an ID to be able to get back in. So I was making IDs. Unfortunately, David Lanika was still here to help with that. But anyway, I called him, I called Cecil in the middle of the afternoon. I said, you need to call your sister in Austin and see if we can come stay with our 3 dogs, because we need to have a plan. And boy, am I glad. So we left the next morning at like 6:30 and.
Funny, Beth left and she was gonna go down 188 and she got to 188 and 1069 and she said, go back. Stacked up like crazy. I said, go to 35 bypass and get on 181. Every she did that, she did it smooth. You know, it's just too many bottlenecks between 136 and 1069. 181.
Well, I'll tell you, at 6:30 the next morning, there was.
People left.
There were people, I mean, it was kind of solid, but it was moving along at a nice pace. It was raining really hard, so people were being thoughtful.
Left around, I think, after the guys.
Friday?
On there, yeah, because the guys said, well, we had to make sure everybody was out and after all the guys got on, we got going up there, you know, kind of double check and that. Look at Victoria, so, and then it's like, why we go to Victoria, but that was at the time when we made that call, it was because we thought Portland was gonna get hit and we'd be better off.
Yeah, moved up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, his parents, when they lived in San Antonio, there'd be a storm, hurricane, they'd say, come San Antonio. I was like, no, that's where all the tornadoes go. The storm comes here, the tornadoes are definitely going to San Antonio. So.
Yeah, Beth went to, her sister, Lavernia, so that's.
Oh, okay.
So, her and the.
Yeah, that was some, because our dogs have never taken a long distance trip. I mean, the longest they go is to the kennels or the vet, and that's it.
That was kind of like that. It's funny, my truck, I took over to Spanish Woods to Rick Sherman's house and put it back in the driveway there. My personal truck. And I told Beth, don't leave your car here, I said, take it out. And then anyway, when she came back in the car, she used my truck. But when I got rid of that truck, several years later, I used to make grass and leaves that got up into all the window sills, you know, it's all what got up into the insulation. It was so much wind on that one side.
Oh,
And you have your glass and windows, but
Yeah.
then you have the insulation between the windows and between the insulation and the body. Grass and leaves, it's
Oh, no, mine stayed.
that one side. And when I got rid of that truck several years later, we're still stuck in there.
it's only, yeah, it's only been recently that when I'm working in the yard, I don't find a piece of shingle. Cause I mean, for years, and Cecil would find them, hey, guess what I found? And I was like, what? Shingle, it's like, Tell me that.
I'm always
I
finding,
hate those.
yeah, I'm always finding stuff in the lot. I know that's what it's from Taco Bell, but I guess.
Oh, yeah.
My neighbors, we've had to be replaced. A Couple of houses, it's about across the whole common areas. And it's pretty good.
Oh, every house in our neighborhood ended up with a new roof. One held out. And we didn't have water damage, this had last year, but one held out until she got ready to sell
It's
it.
been 11 minutes, is that sufficient?
I would say if there's nobody else that has comments.
Anybody else have comments? Nope, entertain motion. Oh, actually, we got
Announce the date and time.
announced time date when the proposed tax rate will be adopted.
Also on the regular commissioner court meeting of September 9th.
Perfect. I'll entertain motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casserly, Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dukenyak.
Aye.
and
Hi, thank you very much. We are.